Hey, food lovers! Today, we are diving into one of the most crave-worthy dishes, shrimp fried rice, but with a twist. It's not just any fried rice. We are making it better than takeout right in your own kitchen. Why settle for delivery when you can create a dish that's just as good, if not better, in the comfort of your own home? Trust me, when you master this recipe, you'll never look at takeout the same way again. There's something special about cooking at home, the smells, the flavors, and the satisfaction of creating a dish from scratch that's perfectly tailored to your taste. And fried rice. It's that perfect dish where flavors come together in harmony. The shrimp adds that juicy bite, the veggies bring in the crunch, and the rice is just waiting to soak up all those delicious flavors. It's simple, it's fast, and it's packed with flavor that will have your family or friends asking for seconds. Now, we all know the go-to takeout spots when we are craving Chinese food, but homemade fried rice is on a whole new level. Why? Because you get to choose your ingredients, control the flavors, and most importantly, it's way fresher. No waiting on the delivery driver, or worrying about if the food's been sitting for too long. Just fresh, sizzling shrimp fried rice straight from your stovetop to your table. In the next, we'll show you how easy it is to throw this together in less than 30 minutes. Whether you're cooking for yourself, a date, or a family dinner, this recipe will quickly become your go-to for a delicious, home-cooked meal. Plus, it's perfect for that leftover rice you've been wondering what to do with. So, grab your ingredients and let's get started. You're in for a treat. Alright, now that we are all hyped up to make this delicious shrimp fried rice, let's talk about the ingredients you'll need. No need for fancy, hard-to-find stuff here. This recipe is all about simple, fresh ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. We are keeping it easy, but trust me, the flavor will blow you away. First, let's start with the shrimp. Go for raw shrimp, either peeled and deveined, or just buy them with the shells off to save time. You can get fresh or frozen, whichever is more convenient for you. Shrimp are the star of this dish, so make sure you've got enough to go around, especially if you've got a hungry crowd. Next, you'll need some garlic. We are talking fresh, minced garlic for that aromatic punch. Garlic is like the soul of any stir-fry, and it adds that rich flavor that brings the whole dish together. You'll only need a couple of cloves for this, but don't be afraid to add more if you're a garlic lover like me. Now, grab those veggies. The classic combo is carrots and peas, but feel free to mix it up with whatever you've got in your fridge. If you've got onions, bell peppers, or corn, throw them in too. This is where you can get creative. These veggies add that crunch and color that makes your fried rice look as good as it tastes. Of course, we can't forget the rice. Use day-old rice if you've got it. That's the secret to perfect fried rice. Freshly cooked rice can get a little soggy, but day-old rice is a bit drier and has the perfect texture for frying. If you don't have leftover rice, just make some ahead of time and let it cool for about 30 minutes. Finally, we'll need a couple of pantry staples: soy sauce, for that rich umami flavor, and eggs, for that classic fried rice texture. And don't forget green onions for garnish. They'll give your dish a fresh, vibrant finish. Once you've got all your ingredients ready, we are about to cook up a storm. Stay tuned for the next step. Alright, let's get things sizzling. We are starting with the shrimp, the star of this show, and trust me, you'll want to cook it just right to give your fried rice that juicy, flavorful kick. First, grab a large pan or wok and heat it up over medium-high heat. Now, add a little oil. I recommend using vegetable oil or sesame oil if you want a bit more flavor. You want the pan hot enough to get that shrimp searing but not smoking. The goal is to cook the shrimp quickly without overcooking it, so it stays tender and juicy. Toss those shrimp into the pan in a single layer. Don't overcrowd the pan, or they'll steam instead of sear. Let them cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on the first side, or until they turn that beautiful pink color. Flip them over and let the other side cook for another minute or so. You'll know they are done when they are firm, opaque, and slightly curled. Don't overcook them, or they'll turn rubbery. Nobody wants that. Once your shrimp are cooked through, remove them from the pan and set them aside for now. The pan will be full of that amazing shrimp flavor, which we are going to use to cook the rest of our ingredients. So don't even think about cleaning it, just leave it as is. This is a good time to smell the shrimp, that sear, that aroma. It's going to make the fried rice taste amazing. At this point, you should be getting a hint of what's to come, and trust me, it's going to be delicious. So, now that the shrimp is done, we've got the base for the fried rice. Keep those shrimp on standby, we'll be adding them back in shortly to mix everything together. Stay tuned for the next chapter, this is where the magic happens. Now comes the fun part, stir-frying everything to perfection. We've got our shrimp cooked and ready, and now we are going to bring the flavors together with some veggies and that day-old rice. This is where the magic happens, and trust me, your kitchen is going to smell amazing. First, take that same pan where you cooked the shrimp, don't clean it, we want that flavor. Add a bit more oil if the pan looks dry, then throw in your garlic. Give it a quick stir, 30 seconds or so, just until it starts to smell all garlicky and delicious. Now, add in your veggies. Carrots and peas are the classic choice, but feel free to throw in whatever you have on hand, bell peppers, onions, or even some corn for a sweet bite. Stir those veggies around for about 1 minute, letting them cook just enough to stay crunchy and vibrant. Once your veggies are ready, it's time to add in the rice. Dump in your cold, day-old rice and break it up with your spatula. This step is crucial. Cold rice works best because it's a little drier and doesn't turn mushy when fried. Stir the rice around in that hot, flavorful pan, letting it get all crispy on the edges. That's the golden touch we are looking for. Now, here's where the magic happens, add that soy sauce. Drizzle it over the rice and stir everything together. You'll notice the rice soaking up all that savory goodness. If you like it a little extra flavorful, feel free to add a dash of sesame oil or a pinch of garlic powder. Stir, stir, stir. Once the rice is all coated in that savory sauce and the veggies are well mixed, it's time to bring back the shrimp. Toss them back into the pan, and give everything one last stir to combine. We are almost there. Your shrimp fried rice is coming together, and it's looking and smelling better than takeout. Let's get ready for the final touches. Alright, we are in the home stretch now. Your shrimp fried rice is looking amazing, but we need a few final touches to really take it to the next level. This is where you give it that extra flavor and texture that'll have everyone asking for seconds. First up, grab an egg. Crack it right into the pan with the rice and give it a good scramble. The egg will add that classic fried rice texture and a little richness. Keep stirring as the egg cooks, this usually takes 1 to 2 minutes. You want the egg to cook through, but still stay nice and fluffy. Next, it's time for a little more soy sauce. Drizzle just a bit more over the rice to boost that umami flavor. But don't go overboard, remember, we want that perfect balance, not too salty, just the right amount of savory goodness. Stir everything together so it's evenly coated. If you like a little kick, you can throw in a splash of sriracha, or a pinch of red pepper flakes. It's all about personal taste. Now, the final touch, green onions. Chop them up and sprinkle them on top for that fresh, crisp crunch. It's not just about looks, though, green onions bring a pop of flavor that cuts through the richness of the dish. Give everything one last stir, making sure all the ingredients are combined and heated through. The shrimp should be nicely coated in that sauce, the veggies still crunchy, and the rice perfectly fried with just the right amount of crispy edges. And there you have it, the perfect shrimp fried rice, better than any takeout you've had. Dish it up on a plate or serve it family style. Whether you're making it for dinner tonight or as a side for your next gathering, this fried rice will definitely steal the show. Enjoy!